After 10 days off, the Grayson County Cougars are back in action after snow and ice has made its way and left as they make the trip now to the land of Lincoln to take on the 8-1 LaRue County Hawks. LaRue County's one loss on the season came against one of the top teams in the entire state in Elizabethtown. The Cougs got a chance to make a statement. And a good afternoon and welcome here to Hodgenville, Kentucky and LaRue County High School as we are up top of the gym here, and if you're watching with us on K105 Digital Productions, you can see that there's windows behind us, so it's like I'm on a green screen of sorts talking in front of a blue window, but no, that's just the sky, and the snow doesn't help to make it as any brighter as it actually is. We got ourselves a great matchup here tonight, the 9-3 Grayson County Cougars and the 8-1 LaRue County Hawks. Should be a great matchup. We'll introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, give you the starting lineups coming up. This is Cougar Basketball right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their Feel Better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your Feel Better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
The Lakes Bestman, K105.
LaRue County enters tonight's game with a record of 8-1. They actually have been able to play within the last 10 days. They played on Sunday. That was Valentine's Day. And they defeated Campbellsville 58-49. Their one loss in the year came to arguably the best team in the entire state in Elizabethtown, losing that one right here in Hodgenville by a final score of 80-49. Head coach is Paul Childress. He's in his 16th season, 290 and 155 here at LaRue County. While here in Hodgenville, he is the all-time winningest coach, mark that he passed on December the 29th, 2014. He's won 65% of his games here at LaRue County High School. Leading scorers, Carson Childress. He's averaging 11.1 points a game. Cutter Boley is the second leading scorer, averaging 10.8 points per game, 4.2 rebounds. Preston Self averaging 6 and 6. Jackson Thomas averaging 7.4 and 2.1. And Kellen Bowen averaging 8.2, and 4.9 rebounds per game. LaRue County ranks as the 8th best defense in the entire state by averaging, only giving up 48.2 points per game. Grayson County's first game in 10 days. Last time out it was a win over Davis County. We'll reintroduce you to this Grayson County team coming up as this is Cougar Basketball right here on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to LaRue County High School. Grayson County Cougars back in action. Last time that they played, you'd have to go all the way back to February the 9th. It was a 62-51 win over Davis County. In fact, the Cougars have won 4 straight and 9 of their last 10. 8 of their last 9. As 9-3 is their record, 2-1 in the 12th district. Leading scorer, Keegan Sharp. He has been on fire lately. He shot during the first week of the regular season 12.5% from 3. Since that mark, he's shooting 52.8% from 3. That'll get it done, this includes that 39-point mark against Meade County on the first Tuesday of the month back on February the 2nd, where he was 9 of 10 from 3 with a career-high 39 points. He's 40.3% from 3 on the season. River Blanton averaging 13.5 points, 8.7 rebounds per game. Chandler McCready also in double figures, averaging 12.4 and 4.0 rebounds per game. Cougars assistant coaches are Brian Hill, Brett Johnston, and Daryl Meredith. And head coach in his 4th season looking for a milestone victory tonight, Travis Johnston with a record of 49 and 57. This would be his 50th career win. As we'll take a break and talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup and the Cougars coming back, as this is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. And coach, 10 days since your last game, one practice. How hard is that?
In a normal year, we wouldn't be playing tonight. We'd make sure we have some games, but in the COVID season, you got to roll with it, and you don't know if this game could be your last one or if you'd get shut down for another couple weeks. So it is what it is, and everybody, LaRue's in the same boat. They only practice once before playing tonight. So it's just one of those things where you want to try to get as many games for your kids in as possible, and one practice, or I'll be honest, I probably would have played if we didn't have any practices too. So it is what it is, and hopefully we can just go out and try to improve ourselves today.
The one player that we haven't talked a lot about, it just kind of gets, I don't want to say swept under the rug at times, but is Braden Childress as your point guard. Just because he doesn't score a lot, but he's a facilitator. How has he improved since last season and then so far through the first 12 games this year?
Well, we still want him to be a lot more aggressive because there's not a lot of people that he can't get by. It's just what is he going to do whenever he gets by them. He's still walking a little too much when he gets in the lane. He needs to shoot his floater more. But he's an excellent passer, and one of the reasons why teams can't press us a whole lot because he doesn't make flashy passes, but he gets it in the right spot where it needs to go. And I think he's averaging 3.5 assists a game, which is the most we've had since, I don't know, it's been a long time, probably Connor Schultz back when I was assistant coach. But he's doing an excellent job running the point, and one of those kids that at the end of the game when teams press, it's hard to keep him off the floor.
We talked about this a couple of times this year, but the first week of the season, through the first 3 games, Keegan was 11.5% from 3.
Yeah.
Since that point, 52.8%. Is there anything different mechanically, or is it just as simple as the ball's going in?
He's seen it go in, and he's more confident now. He was getting down on himself because he saw it go in practice before the season started, and whenever we got into a game situation, which they hadn't played games for however long it was, 9 months, he didn't get the results, so he got down on himself a little bit. But we finally had a game where he saw it go in a couple times, and then the Meade County game, of course, boosted his confidence up like crazy. And then yesterday in practice, it was still there. So I don't think it's anything mechanical, just as far as how he's shooting it. It's just more now he's seeing it go in, so he's a little bit more confident.
Going into this game, you know that you haven't played in 10 days. Does it make you feel any better that you know that on the other sideline, they've only played once since Sunday? They played a game on Sunday, but during this stretch, they've only played once.
Yeah, it's I know they hadn't practiced since whenever the last time they played. They've been off since they played last, and they're a really good team. They're kind of young, a little bit younger like us, really physical, and it's one of those things that we tell our guys. Just about everybody in the state's in the same boat. I know I saw a tweet where Ballard played without practicing the other day for 7 days. So we just got to come out and hopefully focus on us a little bit more and making sure we're getting better and not just wasting this opportunity to play.
LaRue County has 6 players that average at least 6 points. Childress and Boley lead the way. What do you know about them?
They're big. They start 6'6", 6'5", and then if they start the Boley kid, which they have before, he's 6'4". Childress is 6 foot, 6'1". So they're big. Luckily, we finally have a big team to where we can match it a little bit. But they're just smart. They're disciplined. They know how to play, and they play pretty well with each other. So we got our work cut out for us on the inside.
E-Town is the only team that beat them, and E-Town might be the best team in the entire state. What do you need to do to become the second team to beat LaRue County this year?
Well, we need to stop them in transition. Their bigs do a heck of a job running, and I would like to think our bigs can run with them. Hopefully fatigue doesn't step in and we can rotate them in and out. But we got to stop them in transition. Don't let the Childress kid get in the open threes. And we got to make some more shots than what we did in practice. Yesterday wasn't a good shot-making practice day, being off so long. So we got to make sure we get easy ones, which is running the floor and setting screens in our offense and getting easy shots.
Coach, good luck.
Thanks.
Well, more here coming up in the locker room show after this.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to LaRue County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars and the LaRue County Hawks are moments away from getting underway. Tonight's Grayson County 9-3, LaRue County 8-1. This should be a great matchup tonight. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the homestanding LaRue County Hawks. Again, that 8-1 record. They're 1-0 in the 19th district. As their head coach is Paul Childress. He's in his 16th season, 290 and 155 at LaRue County. 375 and 220 overall, as previously he was the head coach at Caverna. His assistant coaches are Gary Good and David Cougar. Let's meet the starting lineup. Freshman forward, number 0, Cutter Bowie. He's averaging 10.8 points, 4.2 rebounds per game. Senior guard number 3, Jeremiah Belton, 9.3 points and 3.3 rebounds per game. Sophomore guard number 11, Jackson Thomas, averaging 7.4 points and 2.1 rebounds per game. Kellen Bowen is a junior forward, number 15, averaging 8.2 points and 4.9 rebounds per game. And a senior forward, number 23, Preston Self, averaging 6.2 and leading the team with 6.3 rebounds per game. Once more, that starting lineup: Self, Bowen, Thomas, Belton, and Bowley. Assistant coaches once more, Gary Good and David Kiger, and the head coach is Paul Childress. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the Grayson County Cougars, entering the game with a record of 9-3, 2-1 in 12th district play. Junior guard number 2, Keegan Sharp, averaging 14 points a game, 2.1 rebounds, again on fire from 3 as of late. Sophomore guard number 3, Braden Childress, averaging 2.4 points and 2.8 rebounds per game. Junior guard number 15, Chandler McCready, averaging 12.4 points and 4 rebounds per game. Sophomore forward number 23, River Blanton, averaging 13.5 and 8.7 rebounds per game. And the big man in the middle is junior forward number 32, Hunter Toms, averaging just shy of 7 points and 6 rebounds per game. Once more, that starting lineup: Toms, Blanton, McCready, Childress, Sharp. Assistant coaches Brian Hill, Brett Johnston, and Daryl Meredith. And the head coach in his 4th season with a record of 49 and 57. It's Travis Johnston. Play-by-play is next. Grayson County and LaRue County coming up here on K105.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road.
We are back. Basketball is, after a 10-day break, Grayson County and LaRue County moments away from getting underway in tonight's game, as it's the 8-1 LaRue County Hawks and the 9-3 Grayson County Cougars. They are going to, looks like we're going to jump into a national anthem here. So we will give you the starting lineups one more time when we come back, and also have the play-by-play of tonight's Saturday afternoon matinee between the Grayson County Cougars and the LaRue County Hawks. That'll be coming up next on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
And that was the national anthem here tonight. And now we're getting closer and closer to having some basketball back here, as it's been 10 days since the last game we had. And really, the Lady Cougars, they have not had a game since that Saturday that the Cougar boys played North Bullitt, so February the 6th. So it's been 2 weeks since the Lady Cougars have played a game. And they were supposed to play on Monday against Apollo, but that game has been canceled. So Lady Cougars' next game is on Tuesday at John Hardin, while the Cougar boys will be at McLean County on Tuesday. Speak the starting lineups one more time. For LaRue County, Cutter Bowley, Jeremiah Belton, Jackson Thomas, Kellen Bowen, Preston Self is the starting lineup for them. Again, that's Self, Bowen, Thomas, Belton, and Bowley. For Grayson County, it's Keegan Sharp, Braden Childress, Chandler McCready, River Blanton, and Hunter Toms. Head coach for Grayson County is Travis Johnston. He's in his 4th season with a record of 49-57. While Grayson County's head coach LaRue County's head coach is Paul Childress in his 16th season, 290 and 155. So he's been here a while. He was a 1988 graduate of LaRue County High School. Last time these two teams met up, you'd have to go all the way back to 2017. It was a matchup here in Hodgenville. LaRue County won 66-42. Last time Grayson County won, well, you'd go just 1 year prior. In 2016, the Cougars won here in Hodgenville by a final score of 52-47. The last matchup in Litchfield, you'd have to go all the way back to 2007, where Grayson County won 43-33. Since 1998, the matchup is tied 3-3, and we are underway here. LaRue County going to start with the basketball, working from right to left on your radio dial or on your TV screen if you're watching with us on K105 Digital Productions. Inside to Bowley, he spins down to the near side with the right hand, goes up with a shot, it's no good. Rebounded underneath by Childress for Grayson County. He'll look to push up the near side of the floor. Childress angling it back towards the middle at the right elbow, turns around, and now we'll back it off here in the right backcourt. Angling it back towards the middle to the right elbow to Toms. Toms, a handoff pass to Sharp. Sharp looked to get the shot off, guarded by Belton. Belton is their best defensive player for LaRue County. Sharp splits 2 defenders down the lane, loses the ball, gains it back, throws it away. Right into the hands, though, of Bowen for LaRue County. Bowen down here to the near side to Belton. LaRue County in their home white jerseys with the blue numerals and the blue stripe. As the pass inside goes through the hands of Jackson Thomas and out of bounds. It'll be Grayson County ball. Cougars in their road orange jerseys with the blue numerals and a blue stripe up the side. I'm not sure we've seen these jerseys yet this year, as Grayson County had all new jerseys this year, but of the white, the blues, and the orange. I know we've seen a lot of the whites and some of the blue, but I don't know that we've seen the orange yet. McCready has the ball near side. He'll pull up the 3. It's good. McCready gets Grayson County on the board, and it's 3-0 Cougars. LaRue County immediately looking to push Self off to the left wing. And inside now to Bowley. Bowley with the ball on the left block. Bodies up, Childress spins it around. His shot is way long there to rebound, though, is Self. He's their leading rebounder. Tapping it outside to Belton. Belton picked up by Sharp. Outside to Self. Self over to the left wing to Bowley. Bowley fires a pass down to the left side to Thomas. Thomas down inside with the right hand, gets the basket to fall. Jackson Thomas makes it a 3-2 game. 6 minutes, 24 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's Braden Childress who will take up the timeline. LaRue County in a man-to-man half-court defense. Grayson County going out with his 5-out offense. You will see them run. They get a shot off. Left wing 3 by Sharp is short. Rebounded by Self for LaRue County. Keegan Sharp has been shooting the 3 at a high level as of recent games. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as the night goes on. Bowley passes out front to Belton. Belton picked up by Sharp. Again, the Cougars in their traditional man-to-man defense. They go zone sometimes, but typically do go man-to-man. Outside Self, guarded by Toms. Swings it over to Bowley on the right side. Bowley, that name sounds familiar in this area. Cutter Bowley is the younger brother of Aaron Bowley, who currently is starring at Oregon. Bowley hits a 3 from straight away. They left him alone off of the screen, and he knocks down the open 3. But Bowley is the younger brother of Aaron Bowley, who is a star basketball player for Elizabethtown, currently plays for Oregon University. She was the state basketball player of the year 3 straight years, and the national player of the year her senior year. Inside to Blanton, as the ball stripped inside, and it'll go out of bounds off of him, and it'll go back towards LaRue County ball. Hawks on top of the Cougars, 5-3, 5-16 to play here in the first quarter from Hodgeville, Kentucky. Sam Gormley with you tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in to tonight's Saturday afternoon broadcast. Belton, 15 feet from the right side. Shot's no good. McCready with a rebound. Cougars looking to push. McCready up the near side of the floor. Gets around Bowley. Drives down off the right side. He's fouled hard on the inside by LaRue County. As that foul is called on Kellen Bowen. That is his first and the team's first. Chandler McCready will go to the free throw line where he's made 2/3 of his free throws this season. First free throw is up and no good off to the right. In Grayson County, this is their first game in 10 days. LaRue County has played once since that point. When the ice and the snow came, the Hawks were able to play on Sunday against Campbellsville. McCready misses the second free throw as well. It's rebounded by Bowen. Bowley passes down to the left side to Belton. Belton with the ball, guarded by Sharp. Cross-court pass to Bowley, who drives down with the right hand. Shot's no good. Rebounded by McCready for Grayson County. McCready outside to Childress. Childress over to the left wing to Blanton. Gets around his defender, drives in, left side, gets it to fall. Blanton took it down that left lane and got the basket. And we're all tied up at 5 here with 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Losing the ball on the inside is Self, and it'll go right back towards Grayson County basketball. Substitutions galore are coming in for the Cougars. Nolan Hornbeck, Dylan Horn, and Owen Brancher will check in for McCready, Childress, and Thomas. On the floor for Grayson County, you'll have Blanton, Sharp, Brancher, Horn, and Hornbeck. Also some subs into the game for LaRue County. Their leading scorer, Carson Childress, checks into the game. He is averaging 11.1 points per game. And the other substitution, I believe, was Caden Davis. He's averaging 5 points a game. 5-5 of those our score. 4.5 minutes to play here in our opening quarter. Sharp with the basketball over to the right side to Blanton. Blanton drives with the right hand, loses it, gains it back. Spin move on the baseline, drives up, blocked by Bowley. Saved inbounds by LaRue County, and he throws it off of Nolan Hornbeck. It was a nice play, diving out of bounds by Jeremiah Belton. And he did. He threw it right off of Nolan Hornbeck. And what turns into a hustle play ends up giving LaRue County the basketball. Cross-court pass to the new player who was into the game, Caden Davis. He gives it back to the senior point guard, Jeremiah Belton. Belton averaging 9 points a game. Left elbow, handoff pass to Belton. Left side shot from 18 feet is no good. Long rebound is out of bounds off of LaRue County. It'll be Grayson County basketball. 5-5, 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter between Grayson County and LaRue County. As this is Corky Cox court. Corky Cox was a coach in the 50s here. As before Paul Childress passed him in 2014, he was the all-time winningest coach for the Hawks. Straight away Blanton with the basketball. He's going to back things up and set it up at the logo. Picks up his dribble, out front to Horn at the free throw line. Horn drives down the near side, gets around his defender, goes up with the right hand, shot's no good. He gets the rebound back, and they're going to call a foul underneath on Dylan Horn. It looked like he got all ball on the inside, but the official disagrees. For Horn, that'll be his first and the team's first. As Horn did a nice job getting position on it to get the rebound, but the official said that he made a little bit too much contact with the back of the Hawk defender. 5-5, 3 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. As it's Childress with the basketball, he is their leading scorer. He's a three-point specialist, and he takes a three, right wing, knocks it in. On cue, Carson Childress hits the three. He makes 44% of them. And LaRue County is taking the lead back at 8-5, 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Horn picks up his dribble straight away over to the right wing to Blanton. Thought about the three, backs it off in between the circles. Blanton running the point a little bit. Inside, stolen away on the interior pass. And Belton is running for LaRue County. Dumps a pass to Childress off the left side, lays it in. Carson Childress on a 5-0 run of himself, and it's LaRue 10, Grayson 5. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. You can tell this is Grayson County's first game in 10 days. Sharp, blocked by Self, he gets the ball back. Outside to Horn. Horn swings it over to the left side to Blanton. Blanton drives down, and he's going to be reaching. Foul might be on Cutter Bowley on the inside. No, it'll be called instead on Caden Davis. That'll be his first and the team's second. Blanton will check out. McCready will check in for Grayson County. Chandler's got 3 of Grayson County's 5 points. He hit a 3 but missed 2 free throws. Sharp's got the ball on the far side of the floor. Looks back at Travis Johnston, and they're going to set up a play here on offense. Sharp gets a screen from Bratcher down the right side. Back to Bratcher, throws it away, and it's run down by Davis for LaRue County. Fast break, lays it in off the right side. Timeout on the floor taken by Travis Johnston. LaRue County, a 7-0 run, and it's 12-5. Hawks on top, 2:08 to play the first. As this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Not a great start for Grayson County as they trail 12-5 after a 7-0 run by the Hawks. 5 of which came from their leading scorer, Grayson Childress. And you're just seeing that we haven't played in 10 days and have only practiced once, coming from Grayson County. And I mean, in a lot of this, you got to ask, can you really blame your team? It's not like when you have 6 inches of snow on the ground that you can play a pickup game somewhere. Out of the timeout, Sharp walks with it inside the lane, and it'll go back towards LaRue County basketball. But I mean, that's the toughest part with this, is that, you know, it's not like you can even go out to the driveway and shoot basketball unless you go out and shovel all of the snow away. But since we had 2 or 3 different snows and ice and everything on top of that, it's been hard to do really anything. As it's probably tough for the players to stay in shape, and 10 days can do a lot to a team. Right side, a walk is going to be called on the right side by LaRue County. So it's whistled on Jackson Thomas, and it'll go back towards Grayson County basketball. 1 minute, 49 seconds to play in the first. 12-5 LaRue County. Subs into the game, Luke Trumbo checks in for the Hawks, as will Kellen Bowen. Bowen is one of the leading receivers for their football team. In fact, recently he just picked up an offer to play college football at Morehead State. It's Keegan Sharp who's going to run things, and right now Grayson County just needs a basket. Run your best play, get something good here, an easy shot, and now they throw it away. Run down in the backcourt by LaRue County as they tried to pass it out to the top of the key to Bratcher. But Kellen Bowen, who we just mentioned, stuck his hand in it, knocked it into the backcourt, ran down underneath of it, had position, and Owen Bratcher trying to make a play on it as well. Knocked it out of bounds. Cutter Bowley will check back into the game. Grayson Childress will check out. Hunter Toms will check in for Owen Bratcher. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got Toms, Horn, McCready, Hornbeck, and Sharp. 1:34 to play here in the first quarter. They pass it out front to Belton. Belton is guarded by McCready over to the right side, Bowley. Bowley to the free throw line. Jumper by Trumbo is short. Rebounded on the floor by the shortest man for LaRue County, but it ends up being pulled down by Horn on the floor as he stripped the ball from LaRue County. Inside McCready, and an offensive foul is going to be called as he tried to split defenders. But when he did that, the player, Kellen Bowen, fell down, and because of it, McCready lost his balance and made it look a little bit worse than it actually was. For McCready, though, it's his first and the team's third here of this first half of action. 12-5, LaRue County on top, 1:10 to play here in the first quarter. Left side, Trumbo with the basketball. Out front to Bowley. Back over to the right wing to Bowen. Bowen inside to Belton. He saves it from going inbounds. Inside to a spinning shot blocked from behind by Horn, and they're going to whistle a foul. It's Jackson Thomas. It was Thomas who took the shot on the inside. Horn is going to pick up his second foul and the team's fourth as he blocked that shot, and when he blocked it, he came down and he smacked the player on the side of the head after blocking the shot. So to the free throw line will be Jackson Thomas, and the first free throw is good. Thomas, 76.2% from the season. Belton will check out. Checking in is Bikeman for LaRue County. The second free throw comes. It's up and good. 14-5, LaRue County on top of Grayson County. 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. 5-out offense for Grayson. Needs something to go in their way here. McCready nearly loses the ball. Gains it back, though. Out front, Childress loops a pass back to Blanton. Blanton over to the left side to Toms. Toms out front to McCready with 30 seconds and counting to play in the first. McCready on the right side, dribbling with the right hand, back out front to Childress. As Grayson here looks like they're going to be holding for the last shot unless they get something. Blanton drives in, dumps a pass off to Toms. Toms baseline driving back out to the far corner and throws it out front to Childress with 12 seconds. 12 seconds out front to Sharp with 10 seconds. Again, Grayson will hold for the final shot of this quarter. Sharp drives in at the free throw line, loses the ball, throws it out front to Blanton. Left wing three, a high arcing shot's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound bouncing around. McCready gets it and can't do anything with it. The end of the first quarter, it's LaRue County 14, Grayson County 5. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
LaRue County closes the quarter on a 9-0 run as they lead this one 14-5 at the end of one. Grayson County's offense has been lethargic to start off with, and because of that, they've really not had any, they haven't gotten many shots off. They probably only took maybe 7 or 8 shots in the entire quarter. Is just not a lot working in their way in this one. They will start the quarter with the ball again, working from left to right in their orange jerseys. Childress down the near side. Loses his dribble on the floor. He's going to get it. He's on his back and throws it out front to Sharp. Sharp down the left lane. Passes inside to Toms. Off the right side. Gets the basket to fall. Hopefully that can be something that can spark an offense, making something out of nothing. As it is LaRue County with the basketball, but you can't let that happen as Belton takes a three straight away. Can't get it to roll. Rebounded by Sharp for Grayson County. Sharp, an outlet pass to Childress. Childress has the basketball in the left lane. Passes to the free throw line to Toms. Toms down the right side, blocked by Bowley. And it will turn into a fast break opportunity for LaRue County. Belton on the right side with the basketball. Down to the right block. Toms gets his hand on it, and it's off of him out of bounds. Fitchell was right there on top of it as both Toms and Self were going for it underneath of the basket. He had the best angle on it. He said it was off of Hunter Toms, and you could tell Hunter didn't seem to have any disagreement with the call at all. As it'll be Belton to pass in for the Hawks underneath. The senior point guard scans one more time and throws it out front to Childress. So Carson Childress with the basketball out front to Self, swings it over to the left wing to Belton. Belton out front to Childress, guarded by Sharp. With the right hand over to the right side to Bowley. Bowley guarded by Blanton. And nearly stealing that one away was McCready, as McCready came over on help side defense and stuck his hand on it and just did enough to annoy Bowley enough to force him to pass it away. Bowley's got it, turns around, right wing three is short, rebounded by Childress for Grayson County. Childress up the near side of the floor, angling it back here towards this near side. Right wing, picks up his dribble, left side, Blanton. 14-7. It is LaRue County with the basketball. Blanton drives down the left side with a flip shot, no good, walks with it beforehand. And it'll go back towards Hawk basketball. 14-7. Cougars trail this one, 6 minutes, 28 seconds to play in the second quarter. In for LaRue County, they have not played since Sunday, back on Valentine's Day, while Grayson County has not played since the 9th of February. Right side, Childress with the basketball. Inside to Self, jump pass outside to Bowley, 18 feet near baseline, knocks down the jumper Cutter Bowley's up to 5 points in the game, and the LaRue County lead is back to 9 at 16-7 with 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Grayson County just not getting anything to work on offense. Out front to Toms. Toms guarded by Self. Over to the right side to Sharp. Sharp gives it back to Blanton straight away. Blanton deep three straight away is an air ball out of bounds. And it'll go back towards LaRue County basketball. And if there was a play that summed up the first half, that would probably be it. You heard Coach Johnston talk in the open. He was worried because yesterday his team struggled shooting the ball in practice. And they're struggling to shoot the ball on this one. Bowley drives down the right lane. He's fouled by Grayson County. And he's going to go to the free throw line. As a foul's called on Hunter Toms. Sorry, no, that's a call on River Blanton. That'll be his first and the team's fifth. It'll be Cutter Bowley to the free throw line where he is a 57% free throw shooter, and that first one is good. Hornbeck will check into the game for McCready for Grayson County. Multiple subs will check in for LaRue County. In fact, no, it'll just be one, as Paul Childress was going to check 2 men into the game, but called one back at the last second. So the only sub that will come in is Kellen Bowen. Second free throw by Bowley is good. He makes them both. He's got 7 points in this game. And LaRue County is their largest lead at 18-7 with 5 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the second quarter. I think the sub will come in, as Luke Trumbo was the man who was going to check in beforehand. Now he does check in after Bowley made that free throw. Grayson County on offense, only 7 points in this game. On the season, they're averaging nearly 60. Sharp on the left side. Dumps a pass to the left block to Toms, who finishes off that left side. Toms a nice move and an even better feed by Sharp. Belton drives down to that right side, backs it off to the right wing. With the left hand, swings it over to Trumbo on the near side. Outside to Belton. Belton lowers his shoulder, drives in, and a foul is going to be called on the drive. Called on Braden Childress. As Childress, it'll be his first foul, and the team's sixth. And to the free throw line will be Jeremiah Belton. Belton, the senior guard, is a 69% from the charity stripe, and the first one is short. Belton, also the main running back for the LaRue County football team that I know had a pretty decent year this year, and I think they had to get shut down early due to COVID-19, but a lot of football players are on this team. As Belton was their leading running back, 842 yards, and their quarterback is Cutter Bowley. Second free throw was good, so it is 19-9. 5 minutes, 4 seconds to play in the second quarter. As it'll be Braden Childress with the basketball. To the near side, Sharp. Sharp in down to the right block to Blanton. It's knocked away into the hands of Sharp and knocks the three down. Three from the near side by Keegan Sharp as the interior pass trying to get inside to Blanton was knocked away by LaRue County into the hands of Sharp. It was like he threw the ball off of a trampoline of sorts, and it turns in to a three-pointer for Sharp. Out to the right wing, Trumbo with the basketball. LaRue County trying to answer as the Cougars have brought it back to within 7. Bowley straight away to the left side to Bowen with the basketball. Outside, three by Trumbo is off the back of the iron, no good. Hornbeck goes high off the glass to grab that rebound. Braden Childress, the sophomore point guard, looks back at Travis Johnston, gets the play call. He's going to set up this offense. Childress drives down the right side, picks it up, outside to McCready. McCready guarded by Bowen, fakes the drive in, now will back it off. Standing at the volleyball line is McCready. Near side to Sharp. He just hit the athletic three. Straight away, McCready drives down the right side. Childress, flip shot inside. Shot's no good. Rebound bouncing around. Hornbeck's got it with the right hand, puts it in. Nice job by Nolan Hornbeck to scoop up that rebound and immediately go up with a shot. And it's a 5-point game. Outside Bowen. Over to the left wing to Trumbo with the basketball. Back outside Belton. Belton guarded by McCready. Belton to the left wing, Thomas. Thomas picked up by Sharp. Outside Bowley. Bowley on Blanton. Step back three, straight away, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound long by Trumbo. Far corner Belton, three, good. 22-14. Grayson County had fought back to try and make something at least somewhat interesting. But a big three there by Jeremiah Belton. Near side sharp, it's a handoff pass to Childress. Childress hands it off to McCready. McCready thought about the three, gets a screen from Hornbeck, back to Hornbeck at the free throw line. Hornbeck spins it around, out to McCready. He'll take the three. This time it's off the back of the iron, no good. Belton with a long rebound, and he's immediately looking to push. An outlet pass inside, saved inbounds by Trumbo into the hands of Bowen, and Bowen lays it in off the right side. That's making something out of nothing, as that almost looked like the transition offense was going to turn into a turnover, and instead it turns into an easy basket. Three far side by Sharp is short. Might have been partially blocked by LaRue County, and they will look to push again. Belton with the basketball down here to the near side. Drives down, left hand, shot's no good. There to put it up and in is Bowen. And the run there by LaRue County forces a Grayson County timeout. It's 26-14 Hawks on top. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Another run by LaRue County makes it 26-14 Hawks on top of the Cougars. Grayson County made it 19-14 at one point, but a 7-0 run by LaRue was a big answer in this. There's really no other way to put it. So LaRue County, this is a small gym here. It's my first time here at Corky Cox Court. As we're looking around, there can't be many people that'll fit in here. You've got a stage down to our right, set of about a half a dozen bleachers down to our left in each of the end zones. And then you've got probably about 7 or 8 sets of bleachers on the low side and the high side. So here on the near side, the bleachers are closed. But the Grayson County fans are up with us as we are up at a table on the upper deck here from Corky Cox Court. Out of the timeout, it'll be Grayson County basketball. Left side, Sharp with the basketball. Passes down to the left block to Toms. Can't finish up the left side. Rebounded by Davis for LaRue County. Davis pushing down the right side. Picks up his dribble on the right block. Fades it away. Goes up with a shot. It's in and out. Rebounded by McCready for Grayson County. Cougars pushing. McCready with the basketball. Out front to Blanton. Blanton holding the ball low. Gets around the defender Belton, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Belton as Blanton got around Belton, and Belton tried to catch up with reaching out his hand, and he'll be called for the foul. It's his first and the team's third here of the first half of action. So it'll be McCready to pass in from underneath of his own basket. Out of the timeout, you've got McCready, Sharp, Toms, Hornbeck, and Blanton into the game. Toms out of the inbounds pass, gives it back to McCready. McCready walks with it on the far side of the floor, and it'll go back towards LaRue County ball. As foul trouble in this game for Grayson County, Dylan Horn is on the bench with 2 fouls. And that was early on in that first quarter of play. As near side, Belton with the basketball, gives it to Childress. Childress out front, popping off of the screen was Self. Right side, down to the right block, blocked out of bounds by Hornbeck. Hornbeck said access denied on the inside as Caden Davis tried to take the shot on the right block. But a nice job by Hornbeck recovering. He's going to check out of the game as Owen Bradsher will check in for him, as Hornbeck, when he came out, was shaking his hand. He sent that one out of bounds with some authority. Inbounds pass from underneath of his own basket, down to the right block, lays it in. The cut by Preston Self and an easy layup. And it's 28-14. LaRue County's doubled up the Cougars here with 90 seconds to play in the first half. It is McCready with the basketball in between the circles, over to the right side. Sharp, step back three off the screen, good. Keegan Sharp, since the first week of the season, shooting 52% from three. There's a long 2 on the far side in transition. That is good by Caden Davis to answer. And that's the thing, LaRue County, every time Grayson might have a little bit of a semblance of momentum, they've had an answer. McCready with the basketball, guarded by Davis, and throwing it away, and Toms runs it down in the backcourt, picking up his dribble to the middle to McCready. McCready picks it up on the right side, cross court to Blanton, left all alone, left wing three, up and way long. It's an air ball, and tried to save in bounds was Toms, but he ran out of real estate on the inside. 30-17, LaRue County leading this one over Grayson County. 46.7 seconds to play here in the first half. It's Belton with the basketball. Travis Johnston talking with the official. I think he might have wanted a foul down there. Belton shot from the right side is no good. Rebound on the floor. LaRue County comes down with it, and a foul is going to be called underneath on Bratcher. For Bratcher, that's his second and the team's 7th. As Kellen Bowen was the man who went over the top of Bratcher. He had position. It wasn't over the back or anything like that. So it was good defense on the inside, and turns in to be a foul called, and now going to the free throw line will be Kellen Bowen. Bowen at the free throw line this season, only 2 of 5. He will shoot one in the bonus. It's off the back of the iron, no good. And Toms with the rebound. Grayson needs a basket here. You got to bring this game to within 10 here with 24 seconds to play in the second quarter. 3 by McCready, that'll do it. 3-pointer by McCready on the right side in transition, his second 3 of the game. And it's 30-20 with 21.2 seconds to play in the second quarter. Now what you can't have happen is allow LaRue County to get a basket here. You've brought it to within 10, and I think with this first half, that would be a win. As you've got 12 seconds on the clock. Belton with the basketball. To the left side, Bowen, guarded by Blanton with 8 seconds. Far side, Childress with the basketball. Inside pass stolen away by Grayson County with 3 seconds. Sharp dribbling across the half-court line. He's got to shoot it and won't get a shot off. As nice defense by LaRue County to chase him up the floor, but the Cougars do not get the shot off, but they bring it to within 10. It is 30-20 with here at the end of the first half, as LaRue County has the lead. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
You're starting to see a little bit of that not having a game in 10 days for Grayson County in this one, as they trail 30-20 here at the half, is just not what Grayson County wanted, as they started to get a little bit of sense of momentum, but every time LaRue County had an answer, and Hawks came into this game with the 8th best defense in the state, and they're showing it. They only give up 48.2 points a game, and they showed every bit of why they do it in this one. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down the scoring from this game, some scores from around the region, let you know what to look for in the second half, as this is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net. fdbm.net.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to LaRue County High School, where it is Hawks on top of the Cougars 30-20 at the half. Try to run down some scores from around the region while we're sitting here. Earlier today, it was the Kentucky Wildcats who took down Tennessee. So I hope that Coach Ted Hill is listening right now, that we can give him a little bit, as he's a big Tennessee Volunteer fan. And after Tennessee came back and beat Kentucky a couple of weeks ago, I came home, and the next day there was a text from Coach Hill to me saying, "Go Vols." So, Coach, if you're listening, go Cats. The Cats defeated Tennessee in a dominating fashion, I think by 15 or something along the lines of that earlier today. Other scores to bring you. Lyon County on top of Davis County, 17-13. That game is early on in that one. About a minute to play in the first quarter. Girls basketball, Glasgow on top of Logan County, 35-28 at the end of the third quarter. Try to see what other scores we might be able to bring you right now as I scroll through the lead here, as Henderson County in girls basketball defeated Davis County 56-22. A final score in girls basketball, Ryle defeated Owensboro Catholic 70-49. And earlier today it was McLean County who defeated Edmonson County by a final score of 49-38. This score, though, it is 30-20. Grayson County trailing this one against LaRue County. Come back and run down the scoring from this game after this. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home. And disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County trails this one 30-20 here at the half. Running down the scoring for this game for LaRue County, it's Cutter Boley. He leads the way. He's got 7 points. You've got 5 points from Carson Childress. 4 players have 4 points for the Hawks. Jeremiah Belton, Jackson Thomas, Caden Davis, and Kellen Bowen all have 4. Rounding out the scoring for the Hawks, Preston Self has 2. For Grayson County, Chandler McCready and Keegan Sharp both have 2 3-pointers for their 6 points. 4 points for Hunter Toms and 2 points apiece for Nolan Hornbeck and for River Blanton. Grayson County, they got to find a way. I mean, it sounds like basketball 101 and really no analysis, but you just got to find a way to get the ball in the basket and cut down on some of these turnovers. But they're getting some decent shots off, but it's just you got to get the ball in the basket. It's that simple. I mean, basketball can be a simple game when you get down to it, and when you make shots, you're going to win a lot of games. And Grayson County has made a lot of shots this season. I mean, they're shooting 41.5% from the field this season, averaging nearly 60 points a game. But when you score 20 and a half, it's just not going to get it done against a good team like LaRue County. Second half's next. Cougs trail 30-20. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
K105.
It'll be LaRue County basketball to start the second half of play, where the Hawks lead this one 30-20 over Grayson County. This Cougars got to find a way to slow down the offense for LaRue County in transition, but also they got to knock down some shots. It's that simple. As an interior pass is run down by Bowen in the corner, as he had to reach out with his right hand and kind of throw it into the corner to himself. Out front, Boley over to the left side to Belton as LaRue County is working from left to right. Interior pass gets around Thompson, an easy layup on the inside for Preston Self. And LaRue County picks up where they left off in the first half, and it's 32-20. Hawks on top of the Cougars, 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Right side, Horn with the basketball, guarded by Belton. He had 2 fouls early on and didn't play a lot. Toms on the inside has it stripped away, tries a reverse layup. It's no good, but a foul is going to be called underneath on LaRue County, called on Preston Self. It's his first, and the team's first of this second half. So it'll be Hunter Toms to the free throw line, the junior, 67.9% this season. Shot is up and no good off the back of the iron. Grayson County only went to the free throw line 2 times in the first half, missed them both. So they've missed all 3 of their free throws so far in this one. And that one is good by Toms. Grayson County gets on the scorebook here in the second half. It's 32-21, 7 minutes, 18 seconds to play in the third quarter. Belton down the right side, picks up his dribble, and banks it in off that right side. Belton's up to 6 points in this one, and Grayson County's got to find a way to slow LaRue County down. They've been able to do pretty much whatever they wanted in this one. Horn straight away to the left side to Sharp. Sharp hit 2 threes in the quarter, as did McCready. McCready down the right side, absorbs contact, can't get it to fall. And the rebound saved in bounds by Blanton, but he had no one there and threw it into the hands of Cutter Boley. Boley pushing down this near side, jump pass over to the far side to Childress. Childress swings it out front to Belton. Belton inside and through the hands of Bowen on the right block. And it'll go back towards Grayson County basketball. 34-21. LaRue County leading this one over Grayson County with 6 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the third quarter. As it'll be McCready to run the point for Grayson County. So you've got Horn, Toms, Sharp with the basketball right now. He's fouled from behind, no whistle, absorbs that foul and makes the basket on the far baseline. Belton on the left side, and immediately LaRue County, every single time Grayson County makes it, they're immediately running down on the other side. They want to push and run this basketball and get out in transition, and they've had some success in doing so. Left side, Bowen with the basketball, guarded by Horn. Out front, Childress, ball fake, drives in at the free throw line, picks up his dribble, gets it outside now to Belton. Belton guarded by McCready. He's going to set things up now. McCready chases him back towards the logo. Belton with the basketball over to the left side to Boley. Fakes the handoff pass, drives in, lowers his shoulder, and a foul is going to be called on the inside, and Travis Johnston has been called for a technical foul, and they call a foul on River Blanton on the inside. As Cutter Boley drove down the lane and took, I think, 3 or 4 steps on the inside. Looking like LeBron James of sorts driving in. Travis Johnston called for the technical foul there, his first of the season. So 4 free throws here will come for Cutter Boley. So that foul was called. Oh, he made the basket. I didn't think he made the basket. I thought he missed the basket. I didn't think he made the basket. The Grayson County fans said that he didn't, the coaching staff, and LaRue County, you know what, I give their bench a lot of props. They said it's 2 shots. I think I saw one of their bench say 2 shots. Okay, good. You know what, there was an assistant coach for LaRue County. I think it was Gary Good. I give him a lot of props. He said the basket didn't count. That's good sportsmanship. So it'll be free throws for Cutter Boley for the technical free throw, and he makes the first one. The foul, though, was called on Blanton. It's his second. Boley makes both technical free throws, and now we'll get 2 more. Or no, the free throws will be taken by Carson Childress. So I guess those were the 2 free throws that were technical free throws, and now these are the 2 for, or I don't know. Childress will take the free throws. He misses the first one. Childress is an 85% free throw shooter, which leads the team. He misses the first, misses the second, and it's going to be LaRue County ball. Weird situation there, but what will happen here is LaRue County's now going to have the basketball. It is 36-23, 5 minutes, 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. Belton with the basketball straight away. Over to the right side, interior pass down inside to Bowen with the left hand, goes up with a shot, it's no good. And the shot is in off the left side on the rebound by Preston Self. And LaRue County's lead is 15 now. 5.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Left side, Sharp with the basketball. Out front to Toms. Horn actually with the basketball, he has his ball stripped. And on the strip, a foul's going to be called on Horn as he ripped it away from Belton. Horn picks up his 3rd foul. That's the team's 3rd here. And to the free throw, or it will not be free throws coming, as because of the fouls there, it's hard to kind of keep up with what's going on. So it'll be Belton with the basketball in between the circles. 38-23, 5:14 to play in the third quarter. LaRue with a lead. Boley down the right side, lowers it in off the right side. A shot's no good, and they're going to call a foul on the inside. And they bail Boley out big time on that, as he was blocked at the rim. And the foul's called on Blanton. That's his 3rd. And the team's 4th. Free throw is up and good by Boley. Hornbeck will check into the game for Blanton. Second free throw by Boley's no good off the back of the iron. Long rebound is out of bounds off of Grayson County. It'll be LaRue County ball off of the rebound. As assistant coach Daryl Meredith is now up, as technically since Travis Johnston got a technical foul, he's not allowed to stand up. As I think he's going to take a seat on the bench as technically, that's kind of the rule that they say is they don't want to hear anything more from you, so they call you the technical. Bowley goes up with a shot, absorbs the contact. He makes the shot, and he's fouled again by Grayson County. That foul's called on McCready, his second, and the team's fifth. Bowley's free throw on the N1's no good. Rebound is a foul called on LaRue County. Called on Preston Self, that's his second, as Grayson County had position and the LaRue County player tried to push him out of the way. It's going to turn out to be Grayson County ball for Self, that's his second foul. Timeout will be taken by Grayson County. We're going to try and recollect, try and see what's happening. 41-23, LaRue on top, 4:56 to play in the third quarter. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
It is 41-23. LaRue County is on top of this one. Travis Johnston has already picked up a technical foul here in this second half, as this has just been ugly. And it seems like any time Grayson County might have something to go their way, something changes it. And whether it's been a questionable foul call, whether it's been LaRue County making a nice play, it's just they haven't been able to get any momentum on their side in this. But again, it is 41-23, 4 minutes, 56 seconds to play in the third quarter. Cougars will have the ball out of the timeout. Travis Johnston's taken 3 of them, so he's got 2 left. He's talking with one of the officials right now, and I think he's saying, can we get a call on our end? In fact, looking at him, he was kind of pointing down towards their basket. So he takes his seat now, talking with the official. Childress with the ball in between the circles and throws it away. It's stolen away by Bowen. Fast break off the right side, lays it in. This has gone from bad to worse for Grayson County, as it is a 20-point game. Handoff pass to McCready. McCready drives in at the free throw line, picks it up, floats in, shot good. Stopping the bleeding is Chandler McCready with that goal, but immediately LaRue County looking to push. Jump pass here to the near side, thinking about the 3, now driving in, 10 feet near side, shot's no good by Thomas, rebounded by Sharp for Grayson County. Cougars looking to push up the far side. Childress with the ball, with the left hand, picks up his dribble, gives it out front to Sharp. Sharp with the basketball in between the circles. At the logo, down the right side, gets a screen from Toms, backs it off to the right wing. Far side, Childress with the basketball. Childress loses it, gains it back in the corner, throws it away into the hands of Belton. Belton up the far side for LaRue County. Fast break, lob down inside to Thomas. He picks it up on the inside, blocked from behind by McCready, and it's run down by Hornbeck. He's double teamed on the inside, breaks it, and he has it knocked away from behind by Belton. And it's going to be Grayson County basketball. 43-25, LaRue on top of this one. 3 minutes, 41 seconds to play in the third quarter. Childress will check out of the game. Bratcher will check in for him. So you've got Toms, McCready, Bratcher, Sharp, and Hornbeck into the game for Grayson. Sharp with the ball, 5-out offense for Grayson County. Sharp drives in, gives it back to Hornbeck. A little bit of zone look here for LaRue County. At the free throw line, McCready drives in, and he is fouled underneath by LaRue County. So that's called on Caden Davis, his second, team's second. As Cutter Bowley will check out of the game for the Hawks. Checking in for him is Luke Trumbo. So it'll be Sharp to pass in, gives it out front to Hornbeck, getting his hand on it and knocking it out of bounds was Caden Davis. And it'll be Grayson County ball opposite of the benches on the far side of the floor. Sharp will be the one to pass in. Passing lanes have been the issue for Grayson in this one, as LaRue County's been able to get their hands on this. I mean, on almost every single pass that they make, it feels like. Their passing percentage, something in soccer that you see a lot of. And if that was something in this, is a pass inside, saved in bounds by Toms as he almost lost it out. And Bradshaw knocked it out into the hands of McCready. McCready drives down the left side at the free throw line, picks up his dribble here to the near side to Toms. Toms hands it off to McCready. McCready back out, and he's going to set up the offense for Grayson County. But again, if this was like a soccer where they keep track of passing percentage, Grayson's passing percentage would not be good. Down on the left block, Toms loses it, gains it back on the shot. Bradshaw has the ball underneath and loses the ball out of bounds. Foul, or no foul whistle. It'll be LaRue County basketball. Subs into the game for LaRue. It'll be Carson Childress. He'll check in for Jeremiah Belton. River Blanton will check in for the Cougars. And out for him will be Hunter Toms. 43-25. LaRue County has the lead. 2 minutes, 44 seconds to play in the third quarter. Dylan Horn will check in at the next stoppage of play. Right side, Davis with the basketball. Out front, driving in, splitting defenders is Thomas, and he's stripped out of bounds by Bradshaw. And it will be LaRue ball underneath. Horn will check in for McCready. So you've got Hornbeck, Horn, Sharp, Blanton, and Bradshaw on the floor for Grayson. They trail by 18 in this one with 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. To pass in, and they throw it out front to the far side, Davis. Davis drives in at the free throw line. No look pass here to the near side to Thomas. Thomas outside to Bowen. Bowen swings it over to the left side to Trumbo. Trumbo back out front to Thomas. Thomas is going to set things up. Slaps the ball. Sharp falls down on a screen. 3 near side by Childress is no good. And out of bounds off of LaRue County, or off of Grayson County on the inside. And they're going to say it stays LaRue County basketball. Grayson County faithful not happy with the men in stripes here tonight. Trumbo to pass in and throws it the length of the floor outside to Childress. Childress guarded by Sharp. Out front to Trumbo. Trumbo here to the near side to Davis. Davis looked to get it inside. Instead has to give it outside to Bowen. Bowen picked up by Bradshaw. Bradshaw's going to kind of push him out just a little bit. Davis, 3, collecting off the screen. It's short, rebounded by Horn for Grayson County. 1:50 to play here in the third quarter. It is 43-25. Grayson County only scored 5 points in this quarter. Horn with the ball straight away, guarded by Davis. Out to the left wing to Blanton. Blanton backs it off now with the right hand. To the right elbow to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, a handoff pass to Sharp. Sharp takes one dribble and walks with it. 1:27 to play here in the third quarter. Subs into the game for LaRue County. You've got Belton who checks in, as does Bikeman. And I think there was one more. I think it was Self was the other player that checked in for the Hawks. With 1:20 to play in the third quarter. Inside to Self, off the left side. Walks with it. Possession back towards Grayson County. 1:18 to play in the third. 43-25. LaRue County on top of Grayson County. Paul Childress didn't seem to agree with that call. He was doing an acting job towards the official on the near side. Horn bringing the ball up the court for Grayson County. Gets a screen from Sharp. Drives down the right side. A foul's called. Count the basket. And he'll go to the free throw line. As they call it a shooting foul, I thought they were going to call it on the floor, but foul called on Bikeman. It is his first and the team's third. And Horn will go to the free throw line to try and convert on the and one. Not the greatest free throw shooter in the world and misses that one short. Rebounded by Self for the Hawks. Outlet pass to, that is Belton with the basketball out front. 3 by Bikeman is an air ball way off to the left, and it'll go out of bounds. 57.7 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. It is 43-27. Grayson County still within striking distance in this game. If you can go on a little bit of a run here, because, I mean, as I've learned, you can never count a team out, because I think almost a year ago to this date, it'll be a year ago Monday, Grayson was down by 20 at the start of the fourth quarter and came back to beat Edmonson County in overtime in the 12th district championship game. You're only down by 16 in this game. But you're going to have to get the momentum in this one as you're down by 16 here with 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Bratcher out front to Horn. Horn's going to back it up with 25 seconds. You got to get a basket here, though, if you want that. A 3 would be ideal. You got to get 2, though. Bratcher, 5 seconds called as he was looking for help, had it on the left elbow, was spinning around, and had no one to pass it to as the offense remained stagnant. And that is not how you're going to make a comeback. It'll be LaRue County basketball. Hornbeck will check out. In for him was Toms. So you've got the 3 big men into the game for Grayson County as you've got Toms, Horn, and Bratcher. Belton with the basketball. Back to Childress. Childress drives down the right side, fades it away. Shot's no good. Self with the rebound. Throws it in, and Blanton runs down with it with 2 seconds. Blanton's got to get a shot off, and at the buzzer, lays it in. Coast to coast goes Blanton, and maybe that can be the spark to get this offense going. Grayson County brings it to within 14, 43-29 at the end of 3. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking, let's go. You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Grayson County trying to come back in this one. It is 43-29. As we start the fourth quarter of action as River Blanton went coast to coast and laid that one in at the buzzer. And beat it there to bring it to within, as you could say, 2 touchdowns. And right now, you have the ball to start this quarter as well. Get a basket here, and then you can start looking at chipping this one away. 14 points is not completely unheard of. But the thing is that you're going to have to play really good defense on the other side. Horn with the basketball straight away. Over to the right wing to Sharp. Sharp being chased by the defender. Drives in, passes to the far side to Toms. Toms picks it up on the right side, looking to get it away out front to McCready. McCready splits defenders off the left side, lays it in at the basket. Chandler McCready moves into double figures, and Grayson County's brought this one to within 12. Again, this is chip away at this. Inside on the backdoor cut, turns it around with the right hand, can't get it to fall. Rebound inside, shot's no good. Rebounded again, and a foul's going to be called on the shot. As LaRue County has dominated the Cougars on the interior. Foul called on Hunter Toms. That is his second and the team's 6th. So to the free throw line will be Preston Self. He will shoot 2. First free throw coming is up and good. Self on the season is a 55.6% from the free throw line. And that free throw bounces off the back of the iron straight into the air and bounces off towards the right side. 44-31, 7 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. You're down by 13, and this is kind of one of these things where you've got 7 minutes to play, and now they nearly throw it away. McCready runs it down before it goes out of bounds. So you've got 7 minutes to play. You're down by 13. You need to split this game, so you've got 7 one-minute games. McCready drives down the left lane, misses the shot. The follow is good at the rim. Hunter Toms cut down the lane, and Grayson County's brought it to within 11. Timeout on the floor. Oh, I thought timeout. Yes, it is a timeout taken by LaRue County. Grayson County trying to fight back in this one. 44-33, full timeout. 6:48 to play. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
6 minutes, 48 seconds to play in tonight's game. It is Grayson County trailing LaRue County 44-33, but the Cougars have good old Uncle Mo on their side right now. Momentum, and now what you need to do is turn this into some defensive stops. As I was talking before we went to break there, you've got 6 minutes and 48 seconds to play. You're down by 11. You need to almost play 7 one-minute games for the remainder of this one. You need to win by 1 or 2 in each one of those. So right now, in this 6 to 7 minute window, you're up by 2. You got to make sure that you're outscoring LaRue County by at least 2 points in each one of these next minute windows of this game. You do that and you can chip back into this one. You don't have to start taking threes or fouling or doing anything. Play Grayson County basketball. You're only down by 11. Out of the timeout, LaRue County to pass in. Cutter Bowley will check back into the game. Grayson County's really not had an answer for him. She's got the ball on the left wing. Grayson County coming out with a zone defense. Passing down inside Bowen. Goes up with the right hand. Flip shot's no good. Follows and lays it in off the left side. Bowen got his own rebound, and rebounding has been the issue for Grayson in this game. They came into this game as one of the top rebounding teams in the entire state, 33rd. Averaging 33 rebounds a game, but it's been anything but that. Sharp drives in and is fouled hard by about 3 LaRue County players. It's going to be on the floor, though. Kellen Bowen is the one who's going to pick up the foul. It's his second and the team's 5th. So you've got a 13-point game, 6 minutes, 22 seconds to play. McCready passes into Horn, and Horn was almost fouled as well. Horn drives in, lowers the shoulder, goes up with the shot, and he's fouled by LaRue County. Foul called again on Bowen, his third, team's 6th. Are they going to call it a shooting foul? No, they're going to call it on the floor. Horn went to the free throw line, and the Grayson County assistants are upset. They thought it was a shooting foul, and I don't know that I disagree. It'll be McCready to pass in from underneath of his own basket. Far side, Horn with a basketball. Out front to Blanton. Blanton had that key shot at the end of the third quarter to bring the Cougars back to within striking distance of 14. Sharp down the left side. Passes into the near corner to Toms. Regains it. Spin move. Has it stripped by Belton. Gets it back. Throws it outside. McCready thought about the 3. Drives in. 18 feet straight away. No good. Rebounded by Thomas for the Hawks. Hawks pushing up the far side, and McCready met Thomas as he crossed the half-court line, and he is fouled by McCready. That is his third. The team's 7th, so free throws will come for the remainder of this game for LaRue County. The Cougars will also shoot free throws for the remainder of this game. To the free throw line will be Jackson Thomas. He's 2 of 2 tonight. 76% on the season, and he'll get his second one as he makes the first. Childress checks in. Toms checks out for Grayson County. Trumbo checks in for the Hawks. In for Self. Second free throw coming for the sophomore guard, Jackson Thomas. Childress will check in at the next stoppage of play for LaRue County, and he makes them both. It'll be Carson Childress will check in for the aforementioned Jackson Thomas. 48-33. 5 minutes, 49 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. So you look at that 1 minute window, you didn't win it if you're Grayson County. Now you're almost having to win each of these by 3. So you just got to play good defense and even better offense. Straight away with the basketball is McCready. Far side to the right wing to Sharp. Drives in. Floater from 10 feet is an air ball out of bounds off of Grayson. That's not the shot that the Cougars wanted. As up the near side, Belton with the basketball. Zone defense for Grayson, a 3-2 zone. As it passes down here into the near side to Bowley, and again, LaRue County just going on their time break offense as they just want to waste as much clock as they can. 5:12 to play in tonight's game. It's a 15-point LaRue County lead. Right side, Belton with the basketball, guarded by Horn. He drives down, gets around Horn, lays it in off the right side. 50-33, LaRue County on top of this one. 4 minutes and 56 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Braden Childress with the basketball, gets a screen from Blanton. Down the right side, jump pass here to the near side to McCready. Three near side is short. Rebound on the floor by Boley, loses it, and a late foul whistled on Grayson County. Called on Horn. That'll be his fourth. And the team's eighth, so it'll be Cutter Boley to the free throw line. He's going to shoot one in the bonus. Toms will check in for Horn. Boley, his dad played for WKU in basketball from 1988 to 1992. As the free throw coming for Boley is no good, rebounded by Blanton. So Boley misses that one. Grayson County trails by 17 in this one with 4.5 minutes to play. Childress in between the circles, drives down the right side, goes up with a shot, and instead throws it into the near side to McCready. Left side, Blanton inside to Toms at the free throw line. Back to McCready. McCready down the near side, goes up with a shot. It's no good, but he's fouled by Self on the inside. No, instead the foul's called on Belton. It's his third, or his second, team seventh. McCready to the free throw line. He's 0 of 2 tonight. He's leading the way for Grayson with 10 points. Free throw is up and good. As I see here something coming in. And the second free throw is no good. Blanton with a rebound, throws it out of bounds off of LaRue County, and it'll stay Grayson County basketball. That one looked a la Josh Harrelson against Jared Sullinger on the inside as Blanton was trapped on the baseline, jumped up into the air, spun around, and flung it off of the LaRue County player. Blanton will pass in, gets it into McCready on the left block. On the floor, he has to knock it out into the hands of Blanton. Blanton drives down, 18-feet jumper, near side, good. Blanton's been held in check in this one, only 6 points. It's still a 14-point game in this one with 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Right side with the basketball is Trumbo. Far side, Boley gives it off to Belton. Belton, the senior point guard, has played himself a great game on defense. Trumbo backs it off. Cross court to Bowen. Bowen guarded by Toms. Gives it out front to Belton. Belton guarded by McCready, gets around. McCready drives in behind the back pass with a right hand. Finishes is Bowen. Straight away with the basketball is Childress. 52-36. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Out front to Toms. Toms inside to Blanton, spins down to the far side. He's fouled by Boley. River Blanton will go to the free throw line as he will shoot two. For Boley, it's only his first. Team's eighth. And it'll be Blanton to the line on the season. The sophomore is a 69% free throw shooter. First one is up and short. Into the game for LaRue County, Daniel Allen. Second free throw coming is good. Blanton makes the second one, and it's 52-37. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Jump pass to the far side, wide open three in transition is no good. Rebounded by McCready. McCready looking to push up the far side. Spins it around, gives it back to Sharp. Thought about the three, doesn't take it, out front to Childress. Childress drives down the near side to Blanton. Blanton gets around the defender, drives in, spin move, and walks with it. 52-37, LaRue County on top of this one. 2 minutes and 55 seconds to play. Timeout on the floor taken by LaRue County. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Try to bring a score update or two. One that I see coming in, not necessarily a score update, but Tuesday night's game between Kentucky and Texas A&M in men's basketball has been canceled. So that one will not happen for the Cats. So that one would have been on right here on K105. So Not sure what will happen on Tuesday evening instead. Trying to scroll through and see if there aren't any other score updates to bring you. In boys basketball, Lyon County on top of Davis County, 47-38, halfway through the third quarter. And that really seems to be all of the scores that I see to bring you right now. Glasgow in girls basketball a winner over Logan County by a final score of 46-40. Our score, though, 52-37. LaRue County on top of Grayson County, under 3 minutes to play in tonight's game. As it's Belton with a basketball straight away. Over to the right wing to Childress. He's quickly double-teamed. This zone defense for Grayson County. You got to make sure your rotations are on point on this when you're doing it. Can't leave open men, as LaRue County does have multiple players that can shoot the three. Childress trapped in the backcourt, throws it off of Braden Childress. And it'll be LaRue County basketball from in front of the scorers table. 2 minutes, 31 seconds to play. It is 52-37. As Belton with the basketball in this, it's almost a 2-2-1 zone for Grayson County. As Sharp passing down, as Sharp was defending the pass on the inside. And it's laid in at the rim by Caden Davis. He's got 6 points in this one. And it's 54-37, 2 minutes to play, and this one is all but over. Grayson County gonna have their 4-game winning streak snapped. Blanton goes up with a shot, it's no good. There to follow at the rim, good by Toms. And he's fouled on the shot. And that foul's called on Daniel Allen, his first, team's 9th. So to the free throw line will be Hunter Toms to try and convert on the N1. Toms has 9 points in this game. He'll try to move into double figures with this one. As Allen and Bowen will check out for LaRue County. This would be to bring the Cougars to within 14. Dribbles it, slides it in his hand, and makes it, does Hunter Toms. Converts on the N1. He's got 10 points in this one. And it's 54-40. LaRue County with a lead under 2 minutes and counting to play here in tonight's game. Belton with a basketball straight away. Off to the near side, Childress. Childress into the corner, and double dribble is called as it was passed into the corner to Thomas. And he bobbled it, and when he bobbled it, he took an extra dribble. 1:46 to play in tonight's game. McCready will check in. Childress will check out. Grayson just needs something here. This is one of these where you just want to try to end this game on a positive note. You got a game on Tuesday against McLean County. You don't want this to turn into multiple bad games in a row. Toms drives in, splits defenders, misses the shot, but there to follow was River Blanton. Laying it in at the rim, and it's a 12-point game. Steal by McCready on the inbounds. McCready pushing down the right side, lays it up, it's good. Count the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line. So foul's called on Jackson Thomas, his first, team's 10th. McCready will go to the line to try and convert on the N1. This will be to make it a 9-point game. It's up and good. McCready does it. 54-45, 1:18 to play in the fourth quarter, and I've seen crazier things. As comebacks can happen. And at the high school level where free throw percentages aren't necessarily the greatest. Grayson County zone defense causing some fits. 1:08 to play. LaRue County breaks the timeline down to the right block. Getting away with maybe a walk on the inside was Self, but he's fouled on the inside by Grayson County's Hunter Toms. That'll be his third. And the team's 9th. So to the free throw line will be Preston Self. He's 1 of 2 tonight. Free throw is up and no good. Bounces off the back of the iron. 1:05 to play. Again, it's a 9-point LaRue County lead. Second free throw coming up short. Rebounded by Grayson County. So they're within 9 here. McCready drives down the right side, spins it around, needs to find help, jump pass outside to Horn. Horn picks it up, drives down the left side, loses his dribble, finds Blanton on the left wing. Blanton, 3, left side, good, he banks it in. 6-point game with 49.7 seconds on the clock. Full timeout by Grayson County. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
49.7 seconds on the clock. Grayson County has brought this game to within 6. And I have no idea what the whistle official came and blew his whistle, and I'm not really sure as to what he blew it for. So it'll be LaRue County to pass in the ball. They have it. They are up by 6, 49.7 seconds on the clock. And a foul's called underneath on Horn as he fouls Belton. So Belton will go to the free throw line, and for Horn, that's 5. So he'll foul out of this game. He'll finish with 2 points. And I think Travis Johnston's going to take his time to decide who he wants to put into this game. I'm going to presume, well, it'll probably be Braden Childress. He's the one not into the game, and it will be Childress. So we'll check in for him. He's going to take the full length of that, make Belton think about it. Belton at the free throw line. He is a 69% free throw shooter, 1 of 2 in this game. The senior at the line, shooting 2. Both teams will shoot the double bonus for the remainder of this one. Free throw coming is up, good. So that makes it a 7-point game. 49.7 seconds on the clock. Grayson County has 1 timeout remaining. Free throw coming by Belton, no good. So it's 55-48, Grayson County with the ball, 45 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Sharp down the right side, gets around the defenders, shot off the right side, no good. Rebounded by LaRue County, and the Cougars have to foul. Belton's with the basketball, McCrady's chasing him, trying to foul, jump pass over to the far side to Childress, who's their best free throw shooter. Childress drives it down with 28 seconds, and Childress is going to be fouled, and Grayson County wasted about 15 seconds of clock there. And foul called on River Blanton. It is his 4th. So to the free throw line will be Carson Childress. He missed both free throws that he took earlier, but entered tonight's game 85%, leading the team. And that one is good. So 26.3 seconds are on the clock in this one. Second free throw is good. Childress makes them both. And it's a 9-point LaRue County lead. 57-48. Grayson County trying to make this one interesting. On the floor for Grayson, you've got Sharp, Childress, McCready, Blanton, and Toms. As Childress has the basketball with 24 seconds. They almost need a 3 here at this point. It's a handoff pass to Sharp. Loses his dribble. He drives it down the right side. Floater off the right side. Good. Sharp gets the basket underneath. And a timeout's going to be called by Travis Johnston. It's his final timeout, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. 57-50, 15.5 seconds on the clock in this one. Again, Travis Johnston does no more timeouts remaining. Grayson County in this game has fought, and I think if you're Travis Johnston, when you go back and you watch film in this game, you've got to be happy with how the team has fought. As this is one of these that they were down 17 or so in the fourth quarter, and they fought back to make it within 6. I think, Travis Johnston, you've got to be happy with that when you go back and look at this. But again, 15.5 seconds are on the clock in this. It is 57-50. LaRue County with the lead. They have the basketball to pass in from underneath of their own basket. So they're going to try and get it in to probably Childress, their best free throw shooter. He's got it, and he's immediately fouled by Keegan Sharp. That'll be Sharp's first. So to the free throw line will be Carson Childress. He missed his first 2, made his last 2. You got the offense-defense substitutions for LaRue County waiting to check in. And Childress will shoot 2. You've got 13.9 seconds on the clock. Honestly, for Grayson to have a chance, he needs to miss these both, which he did his first trip to the line. The sophomore dribbles it once, lets it fly, and it's good. At the end of the game, there's that offense-defense substitution, Preston Self and Kellen Bowen. Second free throw, this would be to make it again a 9-point game for Carson Childress. Is up and no good, in and out. Honestly, that might be best case scenario for LaRue County. Blanton drives in, absorbs contact. He's fouled by LaRue County underneath. Shot's no good, but going to the free throw line will be Blanton. That foul's called on Bowen. That is his 4th. Blanton will shoot 2 with 9 seconds on the clock in this one. I think you almost need to make the first and miss the second if you're Grayson. Free throw coming by Blanton is up and good. So this would be to make it a 6-point game, 58-51. I almost think you gotta miss this with 9 seconds on the clock. And the shot is up and good. Blanton makes them both. Timeout on the floor will be taken by LaRue County. It is 58-52, 9 seconds to play in this game. I think this is kind of one of these things that if you're LaRue County, you're telling your team don't do anything stupid. If you're Grayson County, you got to try and get a steal or something on this inbounds play because you definitely, you got to find a way to get this basketball back. And if you can foul anybody but Carson Childress, that would be a win as well. Childress has made 3 of his last 4 free throws in this game. (58-52) though is the score again. Grayson County does not have any timeouts remaining. LaRue County, I believe, has 2. But again, if you're Travis Johnston, you got to be very happy with how your team has fought back in this one. They could have easily folded. A lot was not going right in this game, but they didn't let that get to them. They were able to fight through. Maybe some calls that didn't go their way, but you know what? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. I think Grayson County has finished at least in a positive way tonight. As I made a comment with, about 3 or 4 minutes left, this is a game that maybe you don't win, but you try and get the momentum back and play good to end the game. LaRue County to pass in. They're going to try and probably get it into Childress. They give it into Belton. Belton is immediately fouled underneath with 7.2 seconds of the clock. So it'll be Jeremiah Belton to the free throw line. He's 2 of 4 from the line tonight. As that foul was called on McCready. It's his 4th. Again, he will shoot 2, 7.2 seconds on the clock. If you're LaRue County, I think if you make the first, you almost miss the second one because that takes time off the clock. Belton does make that first. Makes it a 7-point game, and in a lot of ways, if you're LaRue, you don't really play defense here. You've got 7.2 seconds. The last thing you want to do is foul Grayson on a 3. They make it. Grayson needs a miracle of sorts. Belton makes them both. So it's 60-52 with 5 seconds, and it's not really going to matter. Sharp gets it passed in, takes a 3 from the volleyball line. It's no good off to the right, and that'll do it. Grayson County fights back, makes things somewhat interesting, but it's LaRue County who wins this one by a final score of 60-52. We'll come back, wrap things up after this. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest.
He falls tonight by a final score of 60-52. It's just one that Grayson couldn't come back from, as they were down big early on in that fourth quarter. Were able to make it at least somewhat interesting. Were able to get it to within 6, but LaRue County had some big free throws down the stretch, and when you do that, you're going to win some games. Grayson County led by Chandler McCready and River Blanton. They both finished with 14 points. While LaRue County spreading out the scoring just like they've done all season long, as it was Cutter Boley who led the way. He had 12 points for the Hawks. Grayson County, when you look at this, I think if you're Travis Johnston, you can be happy with how your team fought. I think in a lot of cases, when a team is down as much as Grayson County was, especially as late as they were, it's really easy to fold and say, you know what, I'm done with this. It's done. We'll move on. And we got another game coming up on Tuesday. But you didn't see that tonight. And I think if you're Johnston, you've got to be very happy with at least that. There's some things to build on in this game. Was it a perfect game? Far from it. Was it their best game of the season? Far from it. Was it their worst game of the season? Maybe. But you know what? As I've always said, and I think I've said this to Coach sometimes too, isn't it good to get one of these games out of the way now before coming up here in less than a month when we head into the district tournament, where a bad game and you're going home, especially in this 12th district where really any of the 4 teams could win it on any given night. And in the 3rd region, Owensboro Catholic might be the best team along with Muhlenberg County, but Grayson County can put themselves up in there and could do some damage in the region tournament. But you're going to have to fix some things tonight, as you saw some passing issues. But I think the best part about all of this and the issues is they're fixable. They're easy to fix and they're easy to move on and try to improve this team. Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 60-52. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, hopefully get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston. We'll run down some scores from around the region, and we'll run down the scoring from this game. Cougs fall 60-52. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 60-52 against LaRue County, as Cougars are now 9-4 on the young season. I guess really we can't call it a young season anymore, as it's really a midlife season. As Coach Johnston is making his way the long trek up top here, as we'll try to see if there aren't any scores to bring you, and really not a lot coming on, as Lyon County looks like they're on their way to defeating Davis County tonight. And actually, no, they're in a delay, I see here, because the net has fallen off the rim at the Sports Center. Issues at the Sports Center? I'd never know. Other than that, though, not a whole lot of scores going on. Kentucky Wildcats were winners earlier tonight, but Grayson County falls by a final score of 60-52 to LaRue County. We'll come back, talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, after this. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the fifth quarter show on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. And coach, I think in that fourth quarter you all were down, what, about 17 or something, and you got it to within 6. I know probably as a whole you aren't necessarily thrilled with your team's performance, but were you happy with how they fought through and, I mean, in some ways had a chance to make this thing real interesting?
Yeah, what I told them out in the locker room after the game was just simply that we got whipped up on to start the game, and they took a big lead, and I think it was 14-5 after one quarter or something like that. And from that point on, nobody thought we had a chance to win the game until River banked in a 3 and cut it to 6. And that's how they played. They didn't think we could win. They let us bull, and I know that it's hard to get too critical because you're off 9 days, you practice 1 day, you play a really good team on the road on a Saturday afternoon, all that stuff like that. But in reality, those are excuses just because of how they beat us. They whipped us on the boards. They beat us on stuff that's effort plays versus execution stuff.
You mentioned the 10-day break in between games, and how much of the issues tonight, and I know you don't make excuses or anything like that, but how much of that is that where you just – this team hasn't been together in 10 days? Yeah,
I think it definitely showed, and it showed early. It was just the way that I thought we got beat was letting 15 and 23 and 0 kill us on the glass. And, our first shot defense wasn't too bad. And they scouted us really well. They knew what we were doing, and they took away the strong things for most of our players. And so they did a really good job of playing us. And again, that's a dang good team over there. But it had a lot to do with the early start. I don't think it had much to do with played good or played bad early, played good late. They finally got a feel for it. We just simply played better. We executed better. We cut when something was cut off. And we finally rebounded. Hunter Toms and River had 0 rebounds going into the fourth quarter, and I bet he ended up with 5, and it was just simply going after it. And I'm proud of them for being able to do that in the fourth quarter. It's just against good teams. You can't wait till the end. It's too late.
I know you obviously haven't gone back and watched film or anything like that, but one of the things that I noticed, at least from my vantage point, was passing lanes, something that LaRue County kept getting into. Was that, at least from what you saw on the sideline, was that tip your cap, they're just making good plays, or was it some lazy passes on your end as well?
Yeah, and we're not a great passing team as far as seeing reads and making them. But when we ran the stuff that where Keegan comes off the baseline both ways, and our slips were wide open, but we couldn't hit them. We didn't have they were pressuring the ball pretty good. But finally there in the second quarter, second half, we were able to run Keegan off. He was able to curl it or fade it, and then the other guys were able to slip, and we got a couple baskets that way. But like I said, they did a pretty good job man-to-man defense-wise.
Coming up next week, you've got, 3 games, maybe the best team in the region coming to the Cougar Den. You've got a Hancock County team that I know shoots the heck out of the 3, and then you got McLean County coming up on Tuesday. I don't know a lot about them. I know that they lost the Patterson kid, right? He was a senior and he graduated. They beat Edmondson earlier by 9 or 11, something like that. Do you know anything about them? What do you want to see from your team to kind of get back into basketball
Well,
mode?
If we thought LaRue was physical, then wait till Tuesday, because McLean is very hard to play. They got 6'6" kid bracket who is extremely physical, long. Dame is averaging a double-double for him. He may be the best player in the region. He's able to make threes now, and so our bigs got their work, and he's 6'4", 6'5", so our bigs got their work cut out for them, and they're going to get up in your grill and they're going to pressure you and they're going to foul, reach, slap. We let that affect us, and that's partly my fault too. We let that affect us early in the second quarter today. We can't let it affect us. We have to make sure we're going at them just as hard, and because they play extremely physical.
Well, Coach, I'm not sure whether we'll see you Tuesday. We're still not sure which game we'll be at, but if not, we'll see you on Thursday. Hancock County should be a great doubleheader.
Yep.
That's head coach Travis Johnston. We'll have more here coming up after this.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Rays.com.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
Cougars are losers tonight by a final score of 60-52 against LaRue County. Running down the scoring from this game for LaRue County, Cutter Bowley led the way. He had 12 points, 11 for Jeremiah Belton, 10 for Kellen Bowen, 8 for Carson Childress, 7 for Preston Self, 6 each for Jackson Thomas and for Caden Davis. For Grayson County, River Blanton and Chandler McCready led the way. They each had 14 points, 10 points for Keegan Sharp and Hunter Toms, and 2 points for Nolan Hornbeck and for Dylan Horn. Grayson County going to be back in action coming up on Tuesday at McLean County. Our broadcast is still kind of up in the air for that. Right now, the Lady Cougars are scheduled to play at John Hardin that same day. So that game will be a 6:30 tip-off Central Time, while the Cougar boys will take on McLean County at 7:30 Central Time. Now, which game we will be at, we're not entirely sure as of right now. It's still kind of up in the air. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at K105 Sports. We'll let you know there. Or you can just be surprised. Just tune in at 6:30 on either K105 or 103.9 The Moose and be surprised at which game we are. As we kind of had the surprise a couple of weeks ago where we were supposed to be doing Cougar boys at home against Butler County, but last second ended up having to switch to the Lady Bears at Butler County. So it was a Lady Cougars against the Lady Bears at Butler County later on in that same evening. So it's still unsure as to which game we will be at, but we're going to be at one on Tuesday, and we can guarantee that we're going to be with the Cougars on Thursday at Hancock County. And then a week from today, they will take Muhlenberg County at the Cougar Den. That game will be a 6:30 start time. So busy week next week after all the snow is melted away. I know that I can't be the only one that's going to wants to give a standing ovation to watch this snow melt away here today. Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 60-52. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for all their hard work tonight. Your camera operator was Bradley Napier, and your director was Chase Blaine. Cougars fall to 9-4 on the season with a 60-52 loss to LaRue County. This is Sam Gormley saying, So long, everyone.